In the heart of the kingdom of Elindra, two girls were born on the same storm-tossed night. One wailed within silken blankets in a palace room. The other cried in the arms of a fleeing maid under a sky split with lightning. Princess Elara was raised within the marble walls of the royal castle. Her world was filled with etiquette, music, and the soft rustle of silk gowns. Her face was always composed, her steps rehearsed. Every emotion was measured, every word refined. But behind her regal smile lived a lonely ache. Something always felt missing, like a piece of her soul had gone astray. Far away, in the grimy alleys of the thieves' quarter, a girl named Kaela learned to survive. She could steal a purse without being seen, scale rooftops without a sound, and vanish into shadows before guards could shout her name. Raised by the woman who had rescued her, Kaela knew only two things. The world was cruel, and trust could cost you everything. But deep within her defiant eyes, there was a strange dream, a craving for a life she could never name. They looked identical. No one would have guessed they were sisters, separated by fear and fate. Elara never knew she had a twin. Kaela only found out when her dying mother, the same maid who had run from the palace, whispered the truth in her final breath. For weeks, Kaela stood in the shadows of the palace, watching the princess through the gates. She saw herself, but dressed in grace and guarded by gold. And Elara, she felt watched. She felt seen. A strange mirror in her dreams began to call her. Then came the war. The neighboring kingdom, Arvenmoor, accused Elindra of poisoning their queen. Tensions grew. The king fell ill. Betrayals bloomed inside court walls. And one night, a hooded girl climbed over the palace wall and slipped into the princess's chamber. They stood face to face for the first time. No words at first, only silence, awe, confusion. Then Kaela said, "I'm your sister." Elara stared, her hands trembling. "That's impossible, is it?" Kaela stepped forward. "Do you not feel it in your bones? The way you dream, the way your heart aches. We were born together. We were torn apart." Elara's breath caught. "Why are you here?" "To warn you. Your uncle, Lord Malric, plans to betray you. I heard him sell your kingdom for gold to Arvenmoor. Your father will be dead within days." Elara's eyes welled. "What do we do?" Kaela hesitated. "Switch places. You escape. I'll play you just long enough to find proof and save him." Fear and love warred in Elara's chest. "I don't know if I can survive out there." Kaela's gaze softened. "And I don't know if I can survive in here. But for our father, for Elindra, for the truth." They exchanged clothes. Elara tucked her golden crown under the mattress. Kaela bound her hair in royal ribbons. At dawn, the real princess walked out unnoticed, cloaked in rags. The thief stepped into the court of nobles, head held high. For days, Kaela played the role. Her tongue stumbled over courtly words, but she disguised it with silence. She charmed Lord Malric with feigned navet, and at night she searched his chambers. She found maps, letters, poisoned vials. Meanwhile, Elara slept in barns and ate crusts. She met people, real people, farmers, mothers, wounded soldiers. She wept for them. She felt alive for the first time, raw and unguarded. She also found allies, rebels, who had lost faith in the crown but burned with love for their homeland. One night, Kaela was caught sneaking through the royal study. "You're not the princess," Lord Malric hissed. "No," she said. "I'm her shadow." He sneered. "Then you'll die in her place." He locked her in the dungeons, sentenced to die at dawn. But Kaela had left a trail, and Elara followed it. She stormed the castle with her new allies. The kingdom rose with her, the people, the palace guards, even the old nursemaids. They all remembered the queen's heart, and they saw it in the princess's eyes. Elara freed her sister from the cell. Kaela collapsed into her arms, bruised and breathless. "You came back." "I never left you," Elara whispered, tears on her cheeks. Together, they revealed Malric's treason before the court. The evidence was undeniable. The nobles turned on him. The kingdom roared with fury. Malric was executed. The king, the weak, recovered slowly, and the princess stood before her people and told them the truth. "This is my sister," she said, holding Kaela's hand. "She was stolen, but she is one of us." There was silence. Then a single cheer. Then hundreds. Kaela did not want a crown. She chose to rebuild the orphanage quarter, to teach children how to live without stealing. Elara ruled with wisdom and with Kaela's fire in her blood. They visited each other every week. They would sit by the palace pond, barefoot and laughing, brushing each other's hair. They had been divided by fate, but love fierce, painful, honest, had brought them home. And Elindra, once teetering on the edge of ruin, bloomed under the twin hearts of its two daughters.